Alrighty, guys, welcome into the AfterSchrock. I apologize, it took me a couple minutes to get started there. We try to make it pretty quick after the show ends usually. I had a couple customers on the line that I had to answer some questions for. So this is your opportunity to ask any questions that you might have that we didn't get a chance to cover on the show. So you can type them right into the comment section on the side over there, and we'll be happy to answer them for you. So to get us started here, let me go over some of the stories that we didn't get to during the program. Who is reading your Gmail? This is a really interesting situation, if you will. Who's reading your Gmail? Google says it doesn't get paid for giving third-party apps access to Gmail and checks them thoroughly. Google says they don't read the email and they vet third-party apps that do. So they admit that third-party application developers can rifle through your Gmail email and read it, but Google says they don't get paid for that. Why would they let them do that? Google has responded to Monday's Wall Street Journal report detailing how Google gives hundreds of developers privileged access to Gmail inboxes once users have signed up to third-party apps. The special access gives approved developers such as marketing and data mining firms the ability to read and analyze Gmail messages. While much of the analysis is by machine, according to the report, one developer says it was common practice for companies to let employees read Gmail user email, and instead of gaining explicit content from the user, permission is only obtained via general user agreements. Former employees of data mining companies told the paper that it was common for them to use free apps and services to convince people to give access to their inboxes, and that apps don't clearly explain what data they collect or what they do with it. So that's an interesting thing. Gmail's primary business model is to sell our paid email service to organizations as part of G Suite. We do not show ads in consumer Gmail, we do show ads in consumer Gmail, but those ads are not based on the content of your emails. Frey also attempts to dispel fears that people at Google are actually reading Gmail. The practice of automatic processing has caused some to speculate mistakenly that Google reads your email. To be absolutely clear, no one at Google reads your email, except in very specific cases where you ask us and give us consent, or where there's a need to for security purposes, like investigating a bug or abuse. So in other words, they have the ability to read your email, but they just trust them, they don't do it. So basically, additional users can use Google's security checkup to review permissions that are already generated by third-party apps. So the bottom line is, I don't understand why they allow third-party apps the ability to go through your Gmail inbox. If they're not getting paid to give that access, and there's no benefit, there's no reason that the third-party app needs access to your email for some reason, why on earth would they do this? I don't understand. And the article doesn't explain why they do it. So down, if you go into the comments, which is always a hit or miss in comments, you get the trolls down here. So Google isn't paid for letting third-party developers read customers' emails. They just let them do it for free? I'm not sure how that's supposed to be better. Thank you. Really? Like, we vet them thoroughly and then give them free access to your email. Wow. Oh, boy. If you actually believe the story, then they have a shiny bridge to sell you. Guess how Google determines what type of ad to show you. Also, did anybody forget the stories about multiple Google employees cyber-stalking teenage girls? I don't remember that story. Let's see. Multiple Google employees stalking teenage girls. Let's see if there's a Snopes article about this, right? All right, this is from Gawker, September of 2010. Google engineers stalked teens and spied on chats updated. Oh, let's see. David Birksdale, a 27-year-old former Google engineer, reportedly took advantage of his position as a member of an elite technical support group at the company to access users' accounts, violating the privacy of at least 4 minors during his employment, we've learned. He met the kids through a technology group in the Seattle area while working as a site reliability engineer. Google confirmed the security breach, update below. It's unclear what the abuses were, but at least 4 cases he spied on minors' Google accounts without their consent. Let's see, according to the incident, Sparks, a 15-year-old boy who he'd befriended, he tapped into call logs from Google Voice, Google's internet phone service, and after the boy refused to tell him the name of his new girlfriend, according to a source, he accessed the kid's account to retrieve her name and phone number and then taunted the boy and threatened to call her. So, yeah, that is kind of creepy. So, in other words, as we just established in the previous article, Google has the capability to read your email, but it's against their policies to do so. Yeah. All right. So Keith writes, Found out why my data was disappearing last week. Kaspersky was running a rootkit scan in the background, and once it's finished, the problem went away. Well, that shouldn't have been deleting your data unless, Keith, you were making rootkits. Keith, are you a Russian hacker making rootkit infections? Speaking of infections, this password-stealing malware just added a new way to infect your computer. All right. One of the new tactics involves an injection technique not seen in the wild until days ago. It sounds like something you'd see on like the Discovery Channel, like the wild gazelle of Africa has not been spotted in 25 years. But here, a powerful form of gazelle jumps through the cyber bushes, and we see the rare, exotic malware, which can be used to distribute threats including Trojans, ransomware, malicious cryptocurrency mining software, and has been updated with a new technique that is rarely seen in the wild. Distributed in spam email phishing campaigns. All right, there's a lot of jargon here. A spam email phishing campaign. A spam is a junk email, so spam email is junk email. A phishing campaign is when we throw an email at you that's designed to trick you into thinking we're somebody we're not. So, for example, during the holidays, you'll see emails that say, we attempted to deliver your FedEx package, but you were not home. To prevent it from being returned to sender, please click the link below. Well, during Christmas, everybody's getting FedEx packages. So, I don't want it to go back. The Christmas gifts will be late, so you click the link. And when you click the link, it takes you to a website that injects your computer with a virus. Okay? So that's a phishing campaign. Spear phishing is completely different. Spear phishing is when we go after like one particular person. Like I want to infect Bill Gates' computer, so I'm going to send Bill Gates specific email messages crafted to get access to his computer by tricking him. That's spear phishing. That's going after a particular fish and getting it. So an email phishing campaign is tricking people through junk email to give them passwords or give them access to your computer. So it's called Smoke Loader, has been sporadically active since 2011 but has continually evolved. The malware has been particularly busy throughout 2018 with campaigns including the distribution of Smoke Loader via fake patches. Oh my gosh, we just talked about this on the show. Hey, your Adobe Reader is out of date. Click here to update it. And folks, say it with me. What do we use to stop that from happening? That's right, Secure Updater. Woo! I feel like I'm doing an episode of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Can you find the triangle? Ding! That's right. Good job, kids. Yay! Hear my voice starting to go? All right. So basically, this campaign of malware they were using fake patches for Meltdown and Spectre vulnerabilities. We talked about those on the air. Like many malware campaigns, the initial attack conducted via malicious Microsoft Word attachments. You're seeing these a lot with invoices right now. You get an invoice from a local company that says, attached is your invoice. Please review it and let us know if we've made any mistakes in your bill. You're like, what bill? You open the invoice, the Word document, and there's a macro that runs in the background that infects your computer. Especially if you're using an old version of Office, like Office 2010. That'll happen. All right, so let's see. Researchers at Cisco Tools have been tracking Smoke Loader for some time and have seen its latest campaigns in action. One of the current preferred payloads is TrickBot, a banking Trojan designed to steal credentials, passwords, and other sensitive information. The emails distributing malware are designed to look like invoice requests from a software firm. Sage UK. I've gotten this email before. I've seen this one. I don't click on them though, because All right, the technique uses blah, 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 blah. So you get the idea. So there's a new vector that they can attack your computer and inject it with cryptocurrency mining software and all kinds of stuff. There you go. So about the phishing campaigns, Keith says, check the email it's sent from. The trick here, though, is, Keith, is I can send you an email. If I know your mother's name, I can send her email address. I can send you an email that looks like it's from your mother. You might, oh, Keith, did you remember to eat your breakfast this morning and put on your hat? And it would be from your mom's email address. It's called spoofing. So it's really easy to spoof someone's email address, too. All right, the European Union, their internet-wrecking copyright law is rejected. Woo! But it's not dead yet. Sounds like a really bad Monty Python. I'm not dead yet. But you're in the way. I'm not dead yet. But you're going to be dead. I'm not dead yet. All right. Lobbyists and lawmakers have until September to reshape the law. The European Parliament has voted against a proposed copyright law meant to strengthen rules for copyright owners in the age of the Internet. Wow, it's the age of the Internet. Disney's going to have to update Space Mountain. I'm just saying. I mean, it stops at Apple pretty much, and then you go back in time again. You know, stuff happened since the 70s. All right, the narrowly defeated European Commission proposal has pushed back the European Parliament for further debate and will be revisited in September, by which time sections of the proposal may have been rewritten. The vote was 318 against and 278 in favor, with 31 abstentions, if you were curious. I don't know if that's bad or good or what. Had it passed in its current form, it would have required online platforms like Google, Twitter, and Facebook to monitor potential copyright infringements much more closely, with publishers and media and artists would have gained more power to enforce copyright. That's a pretty simplification there. So it would have made Google responsible, or let's put it this way. If I run a blog and people comment on my blog and they include copyrighted phrases or sayings in their comments, I could be sued for copyright infringement because somebody else posted something on my blog. So think about like a newspaper. If you run a newspaper website, you want interaction on your stories, but if people post a meme from a movie that is like someone like, oh no, the rent is too damn high, you know what, that guy, that's copyright infringement. You can't do that. So parody all of a sudden can't be done. Satire can't be done. Copyright infringement. And then of course the cost of now what the European Union lawmakers said, come on, this is technology. We'll do this. It'll be such a burdensome pain in the butt that somebody will invent artificial intelligence to do it for them, and we'll create a whole new industry to fix it, to deal with our regulation. Creating new industries through regulation. That's growth. So, so yeah, basically it was a joke. So we're very glad that did not get pushed through. All right, first round of tariffs. We talked about this a little bit today. Computer hard drives, LEDs, and we talked about phone apps too, secret listening. All right, so that's pretty much all the stories that I've got. So this is last call for questions, guys. If you have something you need to ask or you'd like to ask, feel free to do so. I'm not joking. All three of the service centers are out of queue and have open bench spots. So now is an excellent time to bring in your computer to the service centers if you'd like to get quick turnaround time, if that's important to you. Also, if you have a moment, OmahaMagazine.com/best of Omaha, I think it is. Let's see if that comes up. I think that, oh, I didn't get the slash. OmahaMagazine.com/best of Omaha. Try that one. All right, so Omaha Magazine /best of Omaha is where you can go and vote for us. .com /best of Omaha. I have not done is that the wrong link? No, that's the right. Oh, they have a new URL. bestofvoting.com. Wow, that's awesome. So bestofvoting.com. Thank you, Lord. All right, so you can go to bestofvoting.com and vote in the 2019 Best of Omaha. Now, here's the deal, guys. I did a terrible job last year. Best of Omaha came out. I didn't talk about it. And in fact, today on the show, I forgot to talk about it again. I didn't push it. I didn't send an email to our customers asking for votes. And there's a political book, All Politics is Local. And I think it was written by Ted Kennedy back in the day. I think it was Ted Kennedy. I'm not a huge Kennedy fan, but not Ted Kennedy anyway. So basically, there's a passage in this book, All Politics Are Local, where he said he cut his neighbor's grass throughout his entire life as he was a boy. And when he was running for his first political office, he assumed that he would get her vote. And so the day of voting came, and he went to her house. He was cutting her lawn, and he was like, so you're going to vote for me, right? And she said, no. And he goes, but I've been doing this, I've been cutting your grass free for years, and why wouldn't you vote for me? She says, because you haven't asked for my vote. Ooh, lesson learned, ask for the vote. So I'm asking you to take a moment to go to bestofomaha.com there, or bestofvoting.com, and you have to vote for like 20 different things in the category, but if you can vote for Schrock Innovations as Best Computer Repair. It's under the services category. But take a moment to evaluate if there's other local businesses. This award means a lot. Last year, we did not win the award. I took that as a wake-up call from my Omaha staff. It was a great thing. I always talk about how when you win these awards, that it's a great indication of the work you've done in the past year. And so as a result, I looked at everybody, I said, well, the work we did in the past year apparently was not Best of Omaha worthy. And I'm sure our competitors got a real good chuckle out of Big Radio Thor's company not winning Best of Omaha here. You know what? We didn't earn it. We didn't earn it. Work harder. Work smarter. And, of course, on my end, I didn't ask for the vote. So today I'm asking you for your vote. There's 23 of you watching right now. If you would all go vote for me, I would appreciate it. Vote for the company. We have a lot of employees that work very hard to deliver excellent service. We have new kids coming in that are just learning. It's kind of amazing. We're teaching these kids how to do service. Some of these kids have never had jobs before. This is their first job. They've never had the expectation of having to provide something of value in exchange for their paycheck. So one of the biggest problems we have with new kids that come in, some of them honestly just expect to be paid and not have to do anything. They're entitled to the paycheck. And maybe I'm just an old-fashioned Gen Xer, but you ain't entitled to nothing, boy. No. No. In fact, you know what? One guy came to me and he was like, well, I kind of have a problem charging customers for this because this was too easy to do. And I had to have the conversation with him saying, listen, it's okay. If you can solve something in 2 minutes or less, you just go ahead and solve it for the customer. You don't charge them anything. If it's so easy to do it, why am I paying you to do it? Never looked at it that way. Yeah, that's right. If it's so easy that everybody can do it, why am I paying you to do it? Oh, in fact, maybe I shouldn't pay you this week. How would you feel about that? And suddenly he's like, you know what? I think this knowledge is valuable. You know, that's right. Your knowledge is valuable. Your skills are valuable. That's why you need an education, so you can build up value in your brain and then have value for your employer, and then you can do things that earn your employer money, which in turn earns you money, which in turn keeps the lights on and keeps everybody paid and puts everybody else's kids through college. Circle of life, Hakuna Matata, the whole bit. Okay? So that all begins with you, with the Best of Omaha, right? So if you could take a moment to vote for us at bestofvoting.com, Best of Omaha 2019. It's under the services section for computer repair. Also, if you want to throw us in there for website design, it's Schrock Interactive for website design. If you want to throw that in there, we'd appreciate it. But Schrock Innovations for computer repair, that's what we need. So with that, guys, I'm going to sign off for the show. Keith, there was a TV show on TV last night where they went around to the winners and interviewed the owners on TV Channel 7. Did you meet Travis Justice yet? No, I did not meet Travis Justice yet. Well, you know what? I may have met Travis Justice years ago. Years and years ago. I can't remember, though, if it was Travis Justice or if it was the columnist for the World Herald. What's his name? The sports columnist guy. Chattel. Tom Chattel. It might have been Tom Chattel. It's been years. Like, I was in high school, so I don't know if Travis Justice was alive then or not. But but nevertheless, I've not met Travis Justice. But hopefully we will soon. All right, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. We appreciate it. Appreciate you listening to the show. Please share the show on Facebook. That recording should be up there, posted on Facebook now. If you could share that with your friends and family members, it means the world to us. It helps us spread the word about Schrock, helps us gain new customers, and helps us help other people in their time of need when their technology is not working right. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great afternoon and a great week, and we'll see you again next Sunday.